Alright guys, and welcome back to The Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine DLC. I know we veered off the path of the main story for a couple of episodes now, and I'm afraid that is going to continue, in this one at least. But after all my wonderful efforts in the last episode, which I think actually was one of the best side quests that this game has ever produced, by the way. If you didn't see it, please go back and watch the last one. Really, really good story. Not the first mission I did, but the second one. Excellent, excellent story. And anyway, so while we leave her in her 7 years of life, we will return to this weird hermit who's on an island, who offered me the sword beneath the water that we can stand on, in the mission called There Can Be Only One. Of course, we all remember, well, some of us remember, the movie and TV franchise Highlander, right? Really, I loved it as a kid, absolutely loved it. The original movie, and I did watch the follow-ups, and even the TV series, which was odd, but still good. But there's one question that's always bugged me, and I've never really figured out the purpose. What was the point? There can be only one, right? So every one of these immortals, these people that would die a horrible death, they would then, as soon as they died, they would... I think it was called... Was it called the quickening? They would basically stay fixed at the age that they were killed at forever, seemingly, until they met another immortal who they would fight off with, often and almost always with a sword. And the idea was that the phrase was there can be only one, because there could only be one survivor, right? And the power of, and the knowledge and the skills of all of the other immortals that the one you kill had comes into you, right? That's that electrical force that means you gain all of their skills and knowledge. But why? What was the point of the very, very last one? I know this is off topic, it's not The Witcher, but anyway, what was the point of the last one? What was he supposed to do with all that knowledge, all those skills? What was it all for? I don't know. Anyway, there's an optional side quest, an optional part of this side quest called Read the Inscriptions on the Stones. So I'm just going to quickly flip through these, just so I can tick it off, get the XP. I think I read some of them. There we go. Alright, you can pause the screen if you want to see what they said. Now, we walk upon water again. I am the second coming after all, and this is the sword that this hermit has promised me. But now I have proven, in fact, let me just show you quickly. Now I've proven I am full of valor, honor, compassion, generosity, and wisdom. I've proven all these things. Yet, I am still to return to the hermit to have him judge me. Okay, hermit.
You have proven the 5 chivalric virtues dwell in your heart.
Mean the sword's mine? I can dive in and take it?
The sword deserves the hand of a master. You must prove your skills are worthy through combat atop the water's surface. Are you ready?
Sure. If I'm going to fight you, maybe.
Then draw your blade.
Oh, I need a pencil and paper. Uh-oh. Oh, I do have to fight this guy. Oh, thanks. Okay. Coin up, coin up, coin up.
Ever fight a witcher?
Jesus, this guy. Alright, I better... Oh, God, what am I doing? Heal. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, old man? Dodge. Geralt, no. You idiot. Right, we nearly got him. Oh, you absolute dick. Geralt. Just hit him.
My favorite part of the test.
It's only going to take one more. And we're done. What? Is that it? I just had to get him down to low level.
You have proven worthy of wielding the blade. Beyond all doubt.
Okay. I thought it was going to be more difficult than that. And I'd have to carefully edit it to make it look like I did it first time. I'm joking. Of course, I never do that.
Behold, your Arendite.
The lady in the lake.
We've met before.
Certainly. The hermit admitted he knew you, remember?
The Lady of the Lake.
It is I. Forget not that you are a man right and honorable, devoted to doing good. And for these reasons you received the blade. Now bear it. And I trust this time you shall not lose it.
Look at the state of it. I mean, it's beautiful. The embodiment of the 5 virtues trophy has been earned. Nice one. Look at this thing. Arendite. Now, how...
Just
Whoa!
wonderful.
Okay, let's go check it out. See how good it really is. I want the stats, man. Give me the deets. Okay, this is good. I wonder if it scales. Right, now, let's read. Plus 66 damage from what I've got already. This is good. Because I've actually kind of got bored of the sword I was using. It doesn't have any rune slots. But each blow generates charges with increased sword damage by 10%. Each time charges are lost over time or when receiving damage, a fully charged sword always deals critical hits. Killing a foe with a fully loaded sword will expend its charge to permanently increase the weapon's damage. Damage is increased by 0 to a maximum of 10, increasing along with your character level. So this scales with your level permanently. Is that right? Well, I shall take it. What do you think of that? It's pretty hefty looking. But, Geralt, I'm sure you're more than a match for it. And I've also, of course, from the last mission and winning the tournament, received Geralt of Rivia's sword, which is even better than what I was using already. And, of course, Geralt of Rivia's crossbow, equally better than what I was using before. So, yeah, pretty happy with my spoils of victory. Now, one more thing. We have a new saddle for Roach. And it brings me 90 stamina compared to the 70 I had before. This one is 110 maximum weight. Oh, okay, it's just a little bit. They're giving us a little bit. So this is also from winning. Now, I can't wait to find Roach just to see what this thing looks like. These two swords look ridiculously big. Look at the size of the handle. Now, I'm sure I parked Roach somewhere. Oh, he's over there. Okay, let me just get over to him and we'll check out his new outfit. I must say, Roach, you are looking fine, sir. Look at that breastplate. Very, very nice. I hope it doesn't weigh you down too much. Check out the fetlocks on that. Beautiful. And a braided tail as well. My word. We are moving you on up in the world. Okay, for the next side quest, I'm going to take this one on. Mutual of Beauclair's Wild Kingdom. Now, I actually have got another side quest I already recorded, and I cut it out of yesterday's episode. So what I'll do is, hopefully, I'll do this one, and then I will just tag that one on at the end. It was quite an interesting mission, but it would have meant yesterday's episode was far too long, and I did it before the tournament, so if I do say something slightly out of turn, I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Okay, so this one is called Mutual of Beauclair's Wild Kingdom. While wandering around Toussaint, Geralt did not neglect his vocation and the true core of his existence, namely pursuing and slaying monsters. Having found a notice on a notice board posted by a merchant guild beset by some beast, the Witcher decided to go to the appointed spot to learn about the details of the matter.
Camp's abandoned, but a lot of this damage is recent. Guess I arrived just a little too late.
Yeah, it looks
Should look
like
around
something
still.
run through this place.
Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear.
Beastly.
Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been.
Oh.
Blood. Of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent.
Okay, we are not done yet. Oh, aha, a victim.
Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile, too, judging by what ripped his throat open. Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory.
You post those warnings?
Indeed, to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
Interesting. All right, so, and who that... Yes, actually, that's what my first thought was. Who the hell are you?
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
Okay, so... Geralt's throwing doubts into this story. Claim this is the last surviving basilisk? Plan to stick to that story, he says.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Jocast's mate passed on, alas.
Jocast?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Jocast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Wow. That was the final chance to revive what? This subspecies of basilisk. Okay. The families of the victim, do you pay them off? I wonder what he says.
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy, provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills, I compensate all for their loss, from my own coffers.
Your coffers? Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns, this unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
Alright, where the hell is it? I mean, Geralt's obsessed with killing beasts because they kill other people. But I kind of see where this guy's coming from. The last of a species. It's like, we don't kill all the lions and sharks and wolves because they kill other people. We leave them to themselves in their own habitat. Maybe maybe that should be the approach here. Just get everybody to move
Where's
out.
the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea, but you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants, so I might also look for the other corpse.
Find out more about the second victim. Well, where? Oh, are we going to see he was carried off, maybe? Not in that way. I can hear your dirty minds. Alright, maybe it's me that's got the dirty mind, I'm sorry. Here we go.
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
It is so indeed. A wound from a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a potion that'll neutralize that.
And.
Busted barrels. Contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there. Used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Your Coco is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her to the caravan.
Busted barrels slimed with venom. Hallmarks of an attack. Basilisk must have caught the second victim here. Anyway, got 2 scents. Venom and tannin. Ought to be enough to track the beast.
Why track her at all? Your caste is protected. Her death would forever destabilize the ecosystem. Who knows what would happen? I see unforeseeable consequences down the line. Simply refrain from provoking her. Harm her not, and she too will leave you untouched. I've long suspected they do it on purpose. Scent their goods. They seek to lure the basilisk to destroy their wares. It allows them to demand compensation from their assurers.
All right, so we gotta track this thing, but how? Roach, would you just? Oh, even the smallest plank of wood and the rock. Okay, Roach. I tell you what, I'm done with you. You're going to the knacker's yard. I'm sorry. I don't mean it. So I've got to follow this thing. Oh, here we go. We got the smell. Maybe it's a good thing we're not on Roach then. So look for something significant, like a cave.
Odors dispersed.
Or a clearing.
Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky. Blood stains. Clear as day.
Okay, I like these ones though, because you don't really have to follow the stains, just follow the yellow circle.
Perceptible again.
Oh, here we go.
Just as I expected. Second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why.
Relatively unscathed. He's dead. Dear Gaston, in reply to your question regarding the planned transport route for the barrels of tannin, allow me to confirm the official itinerary supported by the guild still goes through the lands belonging to Count de Salvarez. The board sees no reason to deviate from our traditional path. The Count has pledged to cover all eventual damage caused by the Great White Terror. So even in the case of the destruction of the entire cargo, the guild will suffer no monetary losses. How charitable. Oh. Use my witcher senses. I'm tracking.
Here's something, but it's no basilisk screech. Human voices.
Yep. We got bandits. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're allies.
Yamo, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back.
That's a lot of man
And
nipples.
who might you be?
Funny. About to ask you the same.
They call us the Reavers.
It's like opening a box of eggs.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, Who the hell are you?
Well, Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your brethren in arms. Boholt, Kenneton Desperate, New Boy too.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Boholt mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
A professional. Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom's something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild. We'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen, this hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected. If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
Well, the basilisk is not to be killed. I don't like the idea of doing it. So, that's my choice.
Basilisk lives for now. We're not gonna kill it.
A witcher defending a beast. Ever seen that, lads? You like them peaches?
Ah, no
Like
scrapping
them
with filth
peaches.
today, it seems. But, you made some mention of coin, as I recall.
I did indeed. And the word once given,
I'm curious to where this guy gets all his cash from.
Your share, Witcher.
Easiest job I've ever done. Godspeed, Witcher. Strange working with you. Strange, but nice.
Godspeed, boys.
Don't tell me that's the
you
end of the
spared
mission.
your caste. I thank you. And be assured, I'll take great care she not dine on any other souls.
Gotta try harder. Figure out a way to keep folk out of this area.
That I shall do. Master, you must accept more, be it a symbolic sum. Had you not come along, the reefers would surely have slain my Yokast.
Don't want any more money, but I do want to see this thing.
Don't need any more. Rather you paid it out to the families of your pet's victims.
Noble of you, Master. I shall take the advice to heart. Yokast has flown her nest.
Must have sensed a threat. Likely to return eventually, though.
She'll return. Always does. I suspect I might even know where she's gone. I tracked her away and believe she might have found a new mate.
What?
It's an ordinary basilisk, not a silvery one. But something might come of it. Who knows? Your caste could lay new eggs. Perhaps produce an entirely new crossbreed.
Sure hope not. Take care.
Oh, come on. I was promised a basilisk and I want to see a basilisk. Maybe I should have taken the other option, but I still think it was the right thing to do. Good lord, that's ridiculous. Oh, I'm sure it was correct. The final silvery basilisk. I wonder what happens if you don't agree to spare its life. Do we get to meet the thing? He said he knew where it was. I'm so tempted to reload an old save and go and play it so I can see the damn thing. That's disappointing. Very disappointing. Anyway, guys, right. What I will do next is I'm going to just splice in what I was doing yesterday, which was a mission before I went to the tournament and took on the mission around that whole tournament. No spoilers if you haven't watched it. Wait, what? New quest, big feat to fill, the 4th group. What have I just walked into? What is this? Big feat to fill. Investigate the workers' camp. While traversing Toussaint interior, Geralt came across an abandoned campsite. His intuition told him something unfortunate had happened in his place, and he decided to investigate. Well,
Blood.
Alright then.
Lots of it.
Yep, that's it. That's the investigation. We found a lot of blood.
Kikimores?
Ooh, Kikimores. So we do get a beast. Maybe we get a beast today. Follow the Kikimores tracks. The Kikimores tracks. Oh, well, I tell you what, I won't be disappointed if we do finally get to kill something. Ooh, there they are. No, no. Yes, yes.
Some stench.
Here we go. I want to get a good close-up of one of these things because they are hideous. We'll get rid of the big one. The little one. Sorry, a big one will arrive. I'm sure.
Damn it.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Just some kind of action. A little less conversation. A little more action. Oh, look at this. Look inside his mouth. Oh, God, that's horrible. We can go right in there. I love it. Okay, right. That's enough. That's enough fun. I'm getting jizzed on. Okay, retreat, retreat. Retreat to heal. And he's done. Now these guys do often drop decent mutagens, and I'm trying to look for some red ones.
Kikimore eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash.
Oh, okay. I can do that. I'm very good at that. Okay, they're done. Does this search the Kikimore nest? What am I looking for? Where is the nest anyway? Oh, there's somebody stuck in it.
So, missing workers. This is what became of them.
Big feat to fill. The fourth group. That was another quest completed. Well, it was nothing. Quite literally. A totally random quest in the middle of nowhere. Would never have found that otherwise. Okay, anyway, so what I was saying is I'm going to go show you this other episode, and when it's sort of reached its natural conclusion, I'll be back and I'll say fare thee well. Find Charles Lanzano. While strolling through Beauclair's charmingly romantic streets, Geralt learned of a circumstance thoroughly charmless and unromantic. Come night, something was making much tastelessly grating noise at the city cemetery. Well, I think we should head there. It is a pleasure to be riding around this landscape, though. I know I say it a lot, and I've said it in almost every video. This has got to be one of the best looking worlds. Although, maybe a close second to the world or the island of Tsushima, which was an absolute beaut. Every single place you went, just stunning. Even some of the darker spots were amazing. Where am I going? Okay, Roach, you'd have us... What are you... Oh my god. We could have just used the bridge.
Come on, Roach.
Alright, forget it. Roach, you're fired. And here we are, while somebody's shucking up their guts behind us. Arrived at the Clever Clogs. What a wonderful name of a pub. Why is it called such? It's a picture of a fox with what looks like a pig's head at the end of a stick. I mean, what kind of brain?
Is this what booming means? Cognac selling like fresh buns on the morn. Pleased customers wheeling about.
These are the brothers, by the way. Alright, lads. You're looking a little better there, Hugo.
Ah, Witcher, greetings. What brings you here?
Nothing. I just want to see what you got for sale.
Wouldn't mind a drink.
Be my guest.
I suppose he said we would get a discount, but there's nothing here I really want. Is that Stilton cheese? It's herb toast. Oh, I thought it was a nice slice of Stilton. Oh, sorry, my bad.
What order is this?
Now,
Why doesn't someone do
Charles
something?
Lanzano.
What's this about?
The notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, Master?
Noises at the cemetery. You the one they bother?
Yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps, though all must hear the racket.
There's a woman chucking her guts up there right behind us.
I took the matter up with the ducal guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
She's still going. Oh, do the noises sound a bit like a woman vomiting? Possibly. It could be. It could be. I think she's got. Oh, she's got more in there. She's got more. I know it's coming out. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's better out than in. Let it all out. There you go. You'll feel better in the morning. Ugh.
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if another bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean.
Okay, look, I'll do it, man. I'm not going to bother haggling. I've got loads of cash.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, Master.
Master is right. Master Witcher to you.
If you've no reason to
Investigate the noises coming from the cemetery. I'm on. It's on.
Behave, Fred. You're in Beauclair.
Yes, like drunk in the gutter again.
Thankfully, it's not very far away. Do I have to wait till night time or something?
Can't hear anything, but might want to look around anyway.
Alright, Geralt, we're looking. Looking for a little flash of red anywhere. Interesting. Maybe down here. Okay, well that's a big fat no. There is more to this place. Apart from just a load of loot. Man, this is huge. I had no idea this was down here. And a mutagen transmutator. What a lovely, lovely description. Oh, do we need to go down further? It's got to be here. Oh, I see you. Oh, we got red things. Grave robbers. Ah. Yeah, judge and jury turned up. And guess what? Sentence is death.
Noises could be coming from grave robbers. Can't know for sure, though. Need to wait till after dusk to confirm.
Orders from Robin. 2 honey croissants. Lovely. Orders from Robin. That foolish flatulence fluffer Bruce has tried to cheat us again, but he won't get away with it this time. Take a pickaxe and a shovel and pay our dearly departed boss a visit. Her kitty face was hideous to look at even when she was alive, so the very thought of looking at it now she's dead gives me the bloody runs. Take the jewels, pearls and other valuables bum-nibbling Bruce stopped into her grave. Oh, and if you see the milksop hanging around the cemetery, break his neck. Be a good chap. Robin. Oh, P.S. Apparently, ever since Selena's death, that kid's been moping near Orlimmer's cemetery, howling at the moon. If I know life, and I do, he's got with him the key to the chest we buried with that bitch. Perhaps we could end his suffering by ending his miserable life in the lake. If he hasn't drowned himself already, that is. What a lovely, lovely person. I don't want to... I've got to stop picking up weapons. They're just weighing me down, man. But I will take all this other stuff. But no, I don't really need anything anymore. You get to the one point in the game where it's just like, no, you just don't need loot. It gets a little bit tiresome. Only if you want to craft something, and then you're like, oh, I wish I'd been picking up more. But, yeah, kind of getting to... When you get to the sort of end game levels, even in the main game, you just don't need it. This DLC, though, has got some powerful enemies. It's a bit harder. Right, so I have to wait until dusk. Oh, there we go. I found dusk. Use your Witcher senses, search the cemetery for the source of the noise. I'm trying. Wait, here we go.
Tracks.
Tracks, yes, Geralt. Aha! And where do you go?
Trampled grass and... bloomers.
Oh, that's a pair of
Not the
pants!
kind of moaning he meant, though.
Oh, okay. I see that kind of moaning. Wait a second.
Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much.
No, we're gonna find a ghost, right? Please let it be a ghost. I want to find something scary. I'm not having much luck here. Oh, wait a second. I saw something.
More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems.
Right. Which is exactly where I just was.
So, noises coming from here. Not a soul. Strange.
What?
Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either.
This mystery thickens.
Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Pretty fresh. Funeral wasn't too long ago.
So he said not a grave hag, but what else?
Louis de Corentin. Died on the day of Saint Zoetham's remembrance. Noises started right around then. Here lies Margot de Corentin.
Okay, Margot. Is it you? Is there anybody there? Speak to me!
As if someone threw it against the wall. No sign of monsters or grave robbers.
Is there a secret
mess, that's
passage
all.
or something?
Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange.
Is it though? Search for the source of the noises. My God! What are they doing to us? Well, I heard
Noises
that.
clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible.
What, so it's back in that tomb again? What? I heard the scream, I didn't realize it was right behind me.
Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
Oh, what, in this perfectly well-marked hiding spot?
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lepioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Great. I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
I'm glad they didn't disappear. Okay, do you mind keeping it down? Okay, first of all, before we get all judgmental, what are you arguing about?
What's this argument about, anyway?
Sod off! Not your concern.
Could help you resolve it.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once!
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery.
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest. How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lebioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you. Some 500
Yep, I'm right there with you, Geralt.
Quiet. Shut up, both of you.
Okay. We've got to get one of you out of here, or whose crypt is this rightfully? Well, I suppose that's... they're both going to claim it's theirs, but I'll ask.
Who does the crypt belong to, rightfully?
Must you ask? It's mine. My family's. The de Corentins. Are you illiterate?
True. But my dowry served to repurchase it from those you owed.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes. Take him. Please. Do so. And I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you. And now you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards.
Okay, so she goes for bribery, and it's a tempting offer. What about you?
Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Oh, please don't throw this back to me.
Need to think about it.
He had a gambling habit.
Alright, gotta move one of them out.
Take Louis or Margot's earned from the crypt. Oh god, the choices. I don't quite know what is morally correct here.
After which he promptly added, "For you shall have none left for me."
Heretic, shut your mouth. I shall speak to you no more.
Oh, he had a gambling habit, right? Spent a load of money. She spent a load of money too. She hid his cards because she was trying to stop him from gambling, though. Got to take that into account. Do I have to?
I shall speak to no one as long as she is in here.
My apologies, but I'm simply not in the mood.
Okay, so neither of these guys. I've got to pick one. I don't know which is to be right, so I'm gonna go with the chivalrous act of ladies first. Earn with the ashes of Louis de Corentine. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. This isn't for the Gwent cards. It's because I'm trying to be chivalrous.
Pious tart's dribble. Drats! Oh, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
So you didn't mind moving out anyway?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
So all's well that ends well.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go.
Alright, find the Gwent Friendship Society. Is this the one? Private chamber of the Right Honourable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. May they always draw their best. Oh, that's very good.
The Right Honourable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. This is it.
Okay, so we just got to stick his urn down here. Let's hope he
You'll not find
earns
one here.
well
Not
in the card game.
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're a plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. Shut up and fight.
I mean, come on. What was that? 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh my god, we hit this one so hard. We've embedded him in the wall. Good job, Geralt. Very good job. Okay, I know I'm taking some armor, and that's the heaviest thing. Let's place this down here. What's this red book? An Ode to Gwent. Proposal number 7 for the Anthem of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. Author Stéphane de Duve. Master Cooper. Okay. Gwent is like a ruddy wine, Gwent's a knight with a lady fine. When before you two armies clash, your cares melt off in a dash. Then you wish but to play, play, play. But her indoors wines hit the hey. Oh, this is awful. Such minds are dull as muddy yards to think this but a game of cards. Oh, and here's the chorus. Everyone all together now. Gwent is my liberty, Gwent is my fraternity, Gwent relieves the day's sorrow, and Gwent is my morrow. Yeah, alright. That's pretty terrible. I hope whoever wrote that ended up in this tune.
Margot paid up.
Alright, oh, paid up. Oh, does that mean I will get the Gwent cards in the end? I kind of feel a bit bad about that. Go to Margot to discuss my reward. Now, will these cards be part of the new Skellige deck? We'll see. Alright, missus. You've got your own room now.
Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate. Then veer right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
She's gonna complain how lonely she feels now.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
I love that. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Search for a house with a tree-shaped crest outside the walls of Hauteville. I will. Zut alors.
I can see.
Okay, we're bearing down on this location, looking for a wooden sign with a tree on it.
What say you we strip and...
Nothing strumpet. Go about your business. I'm taken. I'm spoken for. Oh, here we go. Wooden sign with a tree on it.
Tree on the sign.
Now, she said it's in a rose bush. I take it will be outside. Huh. Well, how do we... Is there a garden at the back? Oh, there is!
Medallion's humming. Need to go around. Something's not quite right.
Something's not quite right. Well, what do you suppose we do about this, Geralt? I know you don't know. But we need to get a better view from above. This might be the right thing to do. Here we go. We're in. Find the hidden card. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, hello. Hello.
Ugly bastard.
Ouch. It is done. It is dead.
Rose bush. All right.
Seriously, no, you're not going to talk about that? Oh, there we go. This better be worth it.
Ah, just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
Really? What did we get? Does it tell me? Tell me. Collect reward for solving the mystery of the nocturnal noises at the cemetery. But do we get additional cards? I mean, I'm not even sure which that I would recognize them. Nope. It's not a new one here. Oh, hello, Gaunter. I hope you're well. Alright. We're back.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh, look at you. What's that for? Why is this glowing red? Maybe that's part of another side quest. Who cares? Let's just try and wade through the vomit. Oh, I see this lady's clearing up after the other one.
Our sweet shining sun.
Unless she's still in here chucking up. Oh, she's still here. Oh, there she goes again. Yeah, well done. Honestly, you're going to cough up a kidney or something in a minute. Right, Lanzano. Lanzano
Hey
Bianco.
I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Well, yeah, very barely survived. No, let's tell him what it was. A marital spat between two people stuck in a tomb. I think that's amazing.
Nope, just a marital spat.
That's it? But they hollered like skewered polecats. Sorry to bother you with such a trifle. Here, for your trouble.
Thanks.
I wonder if that's happened before, like an old married couple. They've lived together for years and learned how to desperately hate each other. One of them passes on and obviously appears very sad to her family and friends. But then behind closed doors, punches the air with glee. I'm finally rid of that old soak. And then, after a few years of bliss, not having to live with the person they hated the most, when they pass on, their family duly bury them in the same place. Thanks very much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with more from The Witcher very soon. All the very best. Take care and good night.